Hey guys, just a quick video here about the Adobe purchase and kind of the long term in general. If you're in the Discord, I already discussed this a little bit, but essentially, what I did was I merged my personal account with the one I started for the YouTube channel for tax purposes. So this is the new long term account for this YouTube channel. Um, and you can see it didn't have the best day coming off of Intel earnings, but this isn't even our real price, right? This is the average price after transferring the Intel shares into this account at whatever $39. Um, because this is a registered account, Questrade kind of handles it as if I uh, sold and bought the shares in this account. But we know we actually got it at whatever $24, $23, something like that. So, um, yeah, it's not great that we don't have accurate representation of our average price, but whatever. I mean, yeah, we didn't buy at 32, and it's nice that we can have a minus 18% day and not really care too much about it because we're holding for the long term and we got it at a good value price. So, anyways, I've added a few names to this account. Procter and Gamble, Supermicro, and Adobe are the new names. So the other two have kind of ran away from me here, so that's why this video is about Adobe. Um, and so this is a really simple play for me. That it's a strong, it's a company with a strong balance sheet and a really strong moat, in my opinion, trading at historically low valuation. So is this a value trap or a generational buying opportunity? Well, nobody really knows until something happens on this chart, right? So, is this going to be like PayPal, where we're just stuck in this lower range, or do we bounce back, kind of to a more to a price that it's been at in the past? So, why is it down? Uh, People think that AI is going to eat Adobe's lunch, even though uh, the numbers haven't quite shown that yet. People are skeptical that at least at the consumer level, people will just go to Nano Banana and have images generated rather than whatever using the Photoshop or other products that Adobe offers. And also competition like Canva and Figma. Um, you know, they're not the only show in town anymore. So those are fair points. But if you're looking at this from a long term and you're looking at the fundamentals, um, this is a strong company with large margins and really entrenched in a lot of businesses. And I think they're in a good position to integrate and monetize AI into their business. Um, and I guess Wall Street hasn't quite seen that yet. So, but just from a risk reward perspective here, this feels like a good trade. Like I said, I feel like worst case scenario, you kind of get stuck in something like PayPal where you're just in this lower range. And that's why it's a pretty good buy opportunity here, in my opinion. So obviously, I have this green line at 255. I'm not really expecting us to touch there, but that is it looks like it could be a good support level. You also have 275 as another support level if you want to be more patient on this than I was. Um, so there you go, guys. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on this because everybody, I think, is aware of what Adobe offers, and you can kind of fill in the blanks as far as the bear and the bull case, right? So it just in one sentence, the bear case is nobody needs Adobe anymore because there's cheaper products and AI can fill those gaps. And then the bull case would be that nothing has changed here, and you're buying at historically low valuation. So I think it's good value. At the very least, it's a pretty neat risk reward trade here. I don't even know where to put the lower end of this. I guess, like I said, I don't know how much lower this thing can go. I guess if the whole macro, falls apart here, then obviously it's going to drag Adobe down with it. But yeah, like I said, pretty good risk reward on something like this. If we just quickly, take a fib from this high to this low, I mean, you can see that this thing has just blown through every support level it had. And so to me, it looks fairly undervalued. The Bollinger Bands and the SMAs here, I guess those are monthly, so those don't help us as much. But, just at a quick glance, those kind of showed that you might have further down to go. This one, the daily, also hasn't flipped bullish, not even remotely. And yeah, this one is showing oversold as well on the weekly. So yeah, if you want to be more patient, those are the two levels I'd wait for: 275, 255, 305. I thought was a good level, and you might have a little bit of support here, but nothing on the chart is really telling me that we're done going down quite yet. And since this is a long-term trade, I don't think it's really too relevant to look at this thing on any other time frame than maybe the daily, but more so the weekly and the monthly chart for what I'm focusing on. And that's about it, guys. So if you have any questions or you disagree with me, feel free to leave a comment and subscribe for some other tips I might have. And back to the other plays, right? So just quickly, I probably would have added more PG if I could have got it at below 140. But all those kind of value names, that had a nice dividend yield are sort of taking off. I like TAP too, but it's got to be like back at the price we bought it at before I would consider that. And SMCI too. I wish I had a little more time to buy at that value, but I thought it could still go lower, so I was just kind of dipping my toe in there. So if it does go lower, we might make a video on that. But for now, that's about it, guys. So I hope you're having a wonderful, or I hope you had a wonderful week and have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk later. Okay, bye.